Hi, welcome to my channel Nas Bakes and Cooks. Today I have come up again with another recipe, that is rice noodles with vegetable soup. So for that, here are the ingredients. I have some French beans, carrot, then tomato, broccolis, and cucumbers. I have already washed the vegetables from before, so let's start with the process. First of all, let's cut the carrot. I am going to peel the carrot with a peeler into a long shape. So in this way, I have grated the carrot. They look like noodles, isn't it? Now let's start with the cucumber. I'm going to peel in the same way that I have peeled the carrot. I'm not going to discard the outer skin of the cucumber. So you can see I have grated in this way. Now I'm going to keep aside the grated cucumbers also and start with the other vegetables. I'm going to cut the French beans now into medium size. I'm not going to chop into small pieces. So in this way, I chop all the French beans. So I'm done cutting the vegetables. You can see how I have cut the French beans. Now let's start cutting the tomato also. I'm going to chop into small pieces the tomato. I finished chopping the tomato also. So now next, the broccolis. I'm just going to cut the broccolis like this. I'm going to separate the florets like this. Sorry. Like this. So in this way, I have separated the florets from the main stem. Now I'm going to transfer these in a plate and start with the next process. Here I have 4 pieces of red chili. I'm going to slice into small pieces. Chili you can take as per your taste. Here I have taken 3 pods of garlic. I'm going to chop them into small pieces like this. So in this way I have chopped the garlic pieces. Now the next is I'm going to chop ginger. So here I have taken a small piece of ginger. And this ginger also I'm going to slice it into small pieces, like how I have chopped the garlic pieces. So in this way I'm going to chop the ginger also. I've taken 2 stems of spring onion. Let's chop this also into small pieces like this. So in this way I have chopped all the vegetables and kept it ready. So it's time to proceed to the next step. So before I proceed, let me tell you one thing. Please watch my video till the end, because as I proceed, I'll be using different ingredients. So the vegetables are ready. Now let's start the next process. Here I have taken dried rice noodles. So this I'm going to use for the next procedure. I have taken around 300 grams of rice noodles. So now let's go and shift to our stove. I have placed a pan on the stove, and into this pan I have added 1.5 liters of water. We'll first let the water boil. After that only I'm going to add the rice noodles. So before that, let's add half teaspoon of salt and one teaspoon of oil. And cover it with a lid so that the water will boil faster. You can see that the water has started boiling. So now I'm going to add the rice noodles into this water and cook for around 2 to 3 minutes, or until the rice noodles are cooked. So let's give a stir and let me check whether the noodle has become soft or not. So here I take a small piece and let me check. Yes, it's cooked. Now I'm going to switch off the gas. I'm going to scoop out the noodles immediately. If we keep it in the water like that, the noodles may become very soft and there is a chance of breaking. So I'm going to take out all the noodles on a plate. I have separated the noodles from the water. So now the next step is I'm going to wash the noodles 2 or 3 times with cold water. Why I'm doing like that is because if we wash the noodles with cold water 2 or 3 times, the noodles will not stick to each other and it will not be too gooey. So because of this reason, I have washed with cold water 2 times. Now I have drained the water, and the noodles I'm going to keep it aside and proceed to our next step. Now let's prepare the soup. So for the soup, I'm going to use the same pan and the same water which I have used to boil the rice noodles. So I have switched on the gas. Into this I'm going to put around half teaspoon of salt. Salt you can take according to your taste, and let the water boil first. After that I'm going to put all the other ingredients which we have kept it ready before, isn't it? The vegetables and the other herbs. The water has started boiling, so I'm going to reduce the flame to low, and now I'm going to put the chopped garlic, chopped ginger, chopped red chilies, and let it boil for some time, for around 2 to 3 minutes. After that we'll add the vegetables. So after boiling for 2 minutes, now I'm going to put the vegetables. First I put the French beans, then the tomatoes, and cook the beans for around 10 to 15 minutes or until they are 70% cooked. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cover it with a lid and let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes. After that, we'll check the beans. So here I cover it with a lid and wait. So already 10 minutes gone. So now let's check the beans. Yes, it's 70% cooked. So now I'm going to add the other ingredients. I'm going to add around 100 ml of water, because while boiling the water got reduced. So I have added extra water, and into this I'm going to add around 1 tablespoon of soya sauce and the other vegetables. So here I add the soya sauce. And I'm going to add the celery also, which I have prepared from before. I have taken 1 tablespoon of corn flour, and to this I have added around 3 tablespoons of water. So this I'm going to add into the soup. Here I add the celery. And give a thorough mix. Why have I added the celery is that it will give thickness to the soup and it will taste good. That's why I have added the celery into this soup. Now I add the broccolis. the grated carrots, then the cucumbers, and I'm not going to overcook the vegetables, just boil for around 2 minutes. Into this, I'm going to add 2 beaten eggs. So here are the 2 eggs. I'm going to beat them and add into this soup. So here I add the 2 eggs and mix it thoroughly. And as I have told you, I'm going to cook for around 2 minutes only. I don't like overcooked vegetables. So half cooked vegetables are tastier than the overcooked vegetables. When you have vegetables, you should feel the vegetables in our mouth, isn't it? Now I'm going to add around half teaspoon of black pepper. And yes, it's done. I'm going to cover it with a lid. I've switched off the gas also after 2 minutes and let it sit like that for around 1 minute. So now here I've taken 1 soup bowl. Into this I'm going to put those boiled noodles which we have boiled and kept it before, isn't it? So I'm going to take out into this bowl. Like this. And now the soup. Here is the soup. It's piping hot. So I scoop out the vegetables like this. Look at the color combination. And then I'm going to spread the soup all over the noodles like this. And I'm going to garnish on top with some spring onion like this. Some carrot slices and the cucumber slices which we sliced and kept before, isn't it? So I kept aside some. It's ready to be served, but before that, let me add one more last ingredient. That is the KFC style chicken. I've cut into small pieces. So this I'm going to place on top of this noodle soup. And then it's ready to be served. How does it look? So mouth-watering, isn't it? I've already uploaded one video on how to make KFC style chicken, so you can go and find out from there how to make this recipe. So I'm sure you'll try to make this recipe. It's very tasty and healthy too. I just can't wait to taste Let me taste once. It's so tasty. You also try and taste it and let me know in the comment section how does it taste. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please give a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and yes, please don't forget to press the bell icon so that whatever new videos I upload, you will get the notifications. Thank you so much once again for watching my video.